Hello everyone! Hope you're doing well out there and welcome back to this playthrough of Fire Emblem 7. Now, to clarify something from the first episode, Anima is its own magic type. I'm saying this because it, one, should have been obvious, and two, it was staring me right in the face. January had the light element. I did put it down in the description of the first episode, if anyone actually reads those, as well as a few other things. I've been actually approaching this editing a little bit wrong. I've been trying to do it in multi-takes instead of just doing one coherent line. I've been trying to treat it like a film thing instead of, a playthrough, so that's actually changing with this episode. All the minor mistakes, which means you get to hear me fumble all the time, which will happen a lot. For instance, you might have noticed that there are two save files now. So let me explain. I originally did record chapter 2 and 3 before this. The problem is my recording software corrupted. You could hear my voice just fine, but you couldn't see the footage, so it just looked like I was rambling to a black screen. Now, I know a few of you would probably find that absolutely hilarious. Goodness knows I do. But you are here to see the actual playthrough, so without further ado, let's start Chapter 2. Actual Chapter 2. A small altar lies on the outskirts of Bulgar. This ancient temple, sacred to the people of Sakai, has long been known for its powerful bond to the world of spirits. Before starting their journey, our travelers come here to pray for their well-being. At this altar, Lin's hand is directed to a grand inheritance. Chapter 2, Sword of Spirits. And again, it's a good thing that I actually love the overall feel of this game, because this would make the fourth time I played it through within the last week. Of course, it's been different every time. For instance, our godly rolled Lyn is now gone. She didn't get a single point of power this time. Meanwhile, I actually did manage to get Kent to level up, so that'll be the major distinction between the two. Boy, hold a moment, allow me a short detour. There's a sacred sword enshrined in an altar east of here. The people of Sakai go there to pray for safety at the onset of a long journey. Oh, how quaint! The teachings of Elimine have the most followers in Elibe, who would have guessed? It is nice to see that, here at least, the ancient customs are still observed. Old man, stay where you are and hold your tongue. Threaten me as you will, but I'll never give up the Manicotti. The Manicotti is a sacred blade under divine protection. It cannot be removed from its place of rest. You're a fool, old man. What good's a sword if you don't use it? Use it? In combat? Sacrilege! Sacrilege? I am glass. The gods fear my name. My swordplay is peerless. And if I want this sword, then this sword I shall have. Now get out of my way! This is it. It's more magnificent than I'd imagined. This sword was made for a swordsman of my skill. Now... What's this? I can't draw the sword from its scabbard. The spirits of the blade have judged you. You're not even close. You've been found wanting. They have rejected you. What? Listen, you senile old fool. If you value your own life, you'll get out of my sight! Curses. Miserable curses. Miserable spirit. I care nothing for you. I'll tear this altar down stone by stone. I beg your pardon, milady. Are you headed east to the altar? Yes, we are indeed. Then you must hurry and help the priest there. I saw a band of local ruffians head in there not long ago. They seemed intent on stealing the altar's sacred sword. The Manicotti, they're going to steal it. I cannot allow this to happen. You look like a virtuous group. Please help him. Lindis, what are you planning? If you hope to go to the priest's aid, you'll need to prepare. You're right. Say, boy, there are some homes to the south of us. Perhaps we should go there and question the residents. The 3 buildings to the south are homes. You can speak with the people who live there. They sometimes give you combat hints or useful information about the land and the people, but mostly it's just guff. It pays to listen, not much. Shall I take the lead? Alright. Tell me what you'd like me to do, boy. Now, before, in the other recording, I originally clicked everyone else, but, it's basically the same thing that happened in the other tutorial, so I'm just going to speed this through, if you don't mind. You want me to visit at home, right? I understand. Say, aren't you the... Oh, you're going to help the priest! Well, perhaps you can benefit from something I saw earlier. The bandits may have the main entrance guarded. However, one of the altar's walls is cracked and in poor repair. You might be able to create another entrance by hitting that section with your weapons. We're all counting on you. That's right, this game endorses Unga Bunga. Next, send Sane to visit another home. Start by selecting Sane. I'm next, am I? Well, I'm ready to go. Mountains make it more difficult to be hit, but they're difficult to traverse. If you're riding on horseback, you can't cross them at all. Be careful. Remember, your mounted units possess the ability to move again. After moving, cavalry can move the rest of their movement range unless they receive attack or staff commands. This also goes for units mounted on Pegasi and Wyverns. Wyverns? Wyverns? Now give Sane his orders. Finally, let's send Kent to visit the remaining home. This visit isn't necessary for combat purposes. None of these were in truth, but... However, its residents may have useful knowledge. I would recommend stopping by. Select Kent. I will, but first, remember how they were talking about mountains? It's a good thing that there's a crack here, because both of our units wouldn't have been able to make it through that. I'm next to move, am I not? I await your command. Do you know much about the sword held at the altar? I did that mistake before, too. Do you know how much? Because I was thinking how much the sword could sell. Yeah, my mind's on the money. Anna would be proud of me. It's called the Manicotti, blessed by the spirits. According to the priest, the Manicotti is waiting for its rightful owner to appear. It's so odd, don't you think? The idea that a sword can choose who will wield it. Not really. And last time I talked about the Monado and Xenoblade, but we're going to keep it on par today because I'm already kind of, let's just say, not in the best moods. Fortresses offer more protection than woods do. Finding from a base in a fortress is beneficial. Remember, this holds true for friends and foe alike. Keep this in mind before engaging your enemy. Fortresses also allow injured units to regain hit points. Your units automatically regain some HP at the beginning of your turn. The HP you recover in one turn is fairly small. As long as you remain in a fortress, you will regain HP every turn, so full recovery is possible, if tedious. There are other places where units can recover HP, including castle gates, thrones, and areas where bosses are found. Yeah, I'm drinking a Coke right now. Not sponsored, though I wish I was. Anyways, just like I showed in the other recording, the throne and glass on top of it. In the lower left, like with the forge, you can see how much it gives. Defense plus 20 and avoid plus 20. Just for comparison, the forest gives defense plus 1, avoid plus 20. And the mountain gives defense plus 1, avoid plus 30. And the pillar here gives defense 1, avoid 20. So somehow, a throne, a glorified chair, has more defense, it gives the same avoidance, as a woodland. Oh, and it also heals you, so it's even better. Which I just realized it's essentially a fort. So let's move everyone up. Then they move. Ah, they're going after Kent. Which makes sense, I guess. He will be the quote-unquote easier one to hit. This chapter goal is to seize the throne. The leader of the enemy is on the throne now. Defeat him and have Lyn seize the throne to finish this battle. His name is Glass. He's a sword-bearing mercenary. Think of the weapons triangle. What weapon is able to best a sword? An Axe Reaver! No, wait, a Lance Reaver. Correct! No, wait, it was an Axe Reaver. No, Sword Reaver. Yes. Correct, the Lance. Wait, I was still wrong? We'll get to that in a little bit. You'll be introduced to the Reaver weapons. But essentially, they reverse the weapon triangle. They're actually my favorite addition to this generation of games. Using the right weapon is like a shortcut to victory. To get into the altar, try using the method that you heard earlier. It's up to you, boy. Good luck. Alright. And because he needs more experience, I'm going to park his fine little rear in front, which they'll all just rack against him because they don't take it into consideration. And I'll let Kent kill this one off. In truth, I could have actually gave it to Lynn to get her closer to leveling up, but I think I prefer to level up the Christmas Cavaliers. Oh yeah, that's a popular name in the community as well, the starting knights that are red and green. Christmas Cavaliers. Which, how fitting that I'm playing this during Christmas. It's very nice. Okay, who can I ruin? Oh, well, Sane would be the strong one to hit the wall. Yeah, he'll clear the wall in turn. And how about I give Lynn a little bit of experience? I'll move this over here, and just wait. Now he should, yep. Okay, Lynn's pretty close to leveling. Kent has 50, Sane's at 22. In truth, I want to give Sane a little bit more experience so I beat him to kill. I've been neglecting him a little bit, so it's kind of imperative to give him something. Even though next novel he's going to have a smorgasbord. Okay, now send Sane. Okay. We'll send Insane first because he'll go after Ken most likely before. Not in front of you. You don't want to give him a freebie. Sane gets the kill. He's pretty close to leveling. Lynn didn't take any damage, and as you can see, if she attacks right now, it'll take him down 10 if both hits land, but he'll heal up by 3 during his turn. 2 or 3. So what we are going to do is just park her here for now. And basically enemy phase him, main phase him. Who do you think you are? What chance do you think you have against me? Yeah, see? Ah, but she finally got a level. Oh, thank God, she regained her strength. Okay. How much damage can Kent do? 8. Okay, we're gonna go park him down there. And because she still didn't take damage, we'll just continue with the enemy phase. 2, okay. Alright, Sane finally has his level. Far better than the one prior. Okay. We'll have Sane finish off the one down here. Easily. And I'm feeling that Ken should land the killing blow. Or at least try to. Which I just realized I could have swapped the lance there. Yeah, still hit. You. Alright, Ken, let's see something good. Sometimes you get items after defeating enemies. A single unit can carry a maximum of 5 items. You might need to drop some old items to pick up new ones. Bear this in mind. You can see what items your enemies will drop by checking their inventories. Place a cursor on an enemy or ally, then press the R button to view their personal data. This data screen contains information about the unit you've selected. Press the control pad left and right to change pages and view items. If any items are glowing yellow, you will get them if you defeat the unit, don't forget. Now, I always thought they glue green. I'm thinking I have a deficiency somewhere, but I'm not sure if it's just my eyes or it's the actual Game Boy itself that once had an issue. Because I know back then some green and yellow tiles were very, very close. But we finished it off, so let's say it's an old man by sitting on a nice chair. Ah, your clothing. Are you the Lorca tribe? I'm Lynn, the chieftain's daughter. Are you hurt, sir? Thanks to you, I am unscathed. You have my gratitude. And the sword, is it safe? Yes, I have sealed the sword safely away. Until I remove the spell, the sword cannot be drawn. Now, as a token of my gratitude, I shall allow you to lay hands upon the Manicati. Touch the blade's pattern and pray for a safe journey. Oh, thank you so much. Hmm? What did... The sword. It's... glowing. Ah, It's the power of the spirits. Lynn, they have looked into your soul and they call out to you. What does that mean? You're its rightful owner. You're to wield the Manicati. No, I can't. I mean, I couldn't. It's a sword's wish. If you require proof, draw it from its sheath. But didn't you say there was a spell on it? It came out effortlessly. I never dared to hope that I might meet the wielder of the Manicati in my life. I am indeed fortunate to see your sword reach your hands. My sword? It is time for you to go, Lynn. You face a great many ordeals. Grip this sword and meet your destiny head on. Yes, sir. So this is the Manicati, a blade with no equal. This is also unbelievable. Perhaps the most famous sword in all of Sakai, in my hand. It's not so strange. In fact, many legends tell similar tales. Special blades all over the land call out to their proper owners. And yet, when I saw you draw that blade, Lindis, I felt something extraordinary. That sword was waiting for you. You were meant to draw it. Stop it! Stop! I'm nothing special! Think of it this way. Some weapons feel more comfortable in your hand, right? Well, the Manicati itself feels very comfortable with you. Does that make it any easier for you to accept? It doesn't appear that either of us can use it. It does feel right in my hand. A blade that only I can wield. That seems reasonable enough. I can understand that. Look at it, boy. This is a Manicati. This is my sword. I must care for it well. And you will. Oh, you will. What? Madeline's daughter is still alive?
Yeah, Lord Lundgren. The girl is traveling with Kent and Sane. What are your orders? If we let them be...
Puh! I've heard that northern burn's full of bandits. She's just a girl. She'll not survive her journey here. I'm more concerned with my older brother. His life must be ended quickly. The poison. There must be no blunders.
Yes, my lord. He suspects nothing and continues to drink it. With Marcus's death due no doubt to sudden illness is not far off.
Soon Kalen will be mine. And that was chapter 2. Yes, actual chapter 2. Let's clarify that. And I can tell you why I keep screwing that up. I see the save file, and I keep wanting to say the next chapter. It really does mess with me, because as soon as you save it, yeah. The secret of her past revealed in the words of 2 Knights of Lycia. Now, to meet her grandfather, Lynn heads west. To Lycia, and to her destiny. A mountain range separates the Sakai Plains from Bern. There are many bandits lurking here, the cruelest of which are the Talabar, or Talabar. For this playthrough, I'll say the Talabar. They wreak havoc on both Sakai and Bern, and their savagery knows no bounds. On her 10th day away from the plains, Lynn witnesses their atrocities herself. Chapter 3, Band of Mercenaries. This place, the entire area is in ruins. Why doesn't their Marcus do anything to help? Talivar Mountain is home to a gang of vicious, ruthless bandits. No Marcus holds power here. My village was near here, on the other side of the mountain. My people were... The Talivar bandits came at night. They took only one night. The survivors numbered less than 10, including me. They're soulless beasts. I will never forgive them. Never. Lindis. I am not running away. I will be back. Someday. I will be stronger. I will break their swords beneath me like twigs beneath a stallion's hooves. I will avenge my people. I'll do everything in my power. When the time comes, bring me with you. Sane? Don't forget me either. Kent. Oh, you too, boy? Thank you.
Wait right there, little lady. What are you gonna do to apologize, huh? Hey, she's quite a catch, eh, bud? I bet the boss give us a pretty penny for her. Yeah, she rubbed me a bit, so I figured fair's fair. It's no more than she deserves. What are you going to do with her flying mule?
Don't you dare touch her!
What? You just watch your mouth, girlie.
Do what you will with me, just... let her go, please. I beg of you.
Silly twit! Pegasi can only be found in Ilia. They're rare beasts, worth more than you by far. We can sell it for a mountain of gold. Let it go? Ha!
No, you can't.
Come on, let's move.
What's this? Be on your guard, Lindis. There seems to be some sort of commotion over there. That's a Pegasus. Could it be? Florina? Is that you, Florina?
Ah, Lynn?
Florina! What are you doing in a place such as this?
Lynn! Is it really you?
Come on now, no crying.
I'm sorry.
Your acquaintances? She's my friend. This is Florina, Pegasus Knight in training for Milia. She's a little uncomfortable around men. Tell me, Florina, what happened here?
Well, when I heard that you had left, I decided to follow you. Then I saw this village. I flew down to ask if they had news of you. I did see these two and... well...
Did your Pegasus land on them?
Well, a little.
Aha! You heard her! She admits her fault. She stepped on my friend, now she's got to pay.
Did you apologize, Florina?
Yes! I told them I was sorry many times over. They just wouldn't listen.
Don't cry, it's alright. Listen, she's obviously sorry. Can't we just let this pass? You don't appear to be injured or anything.
No chance. The girl goes with us, by force if need be. Hey, come on out now, guys. The men are fair game, but don't put a scratch on the girls.
And I know I've been basically using the same voice for them. I've been trying, but let's just say I cycled. Boy, we gotta fight back.
Lynn,
You're a Pegasus Knight, aren't you? You can fight, can't you?
Yes!
Listen carefully, boy. We're facing bandits. They're underlings, but we can't take them too lightly. Let's clear them out of here. Are you ready? The layout around here might make it difficult to fight. The same holds true for our foe, too. If we use these walls just so, they may ensure our victory.
Lynn, who's that?
This is Boy. He's still an apprentice, but he's my tactician.
Oh, I see. Boy? I'm pleased to meet you.
The red roof buildings are villages. Villages are in danger of being attacked. If an enemy unit reaches a village before one of our units does, the village will be destroyed. As quickly as possible, visit the residents and give them warning. Only good can come of it. So let's visit them. Please select Lynn. I'm to visit a village, right? Then issue the command. Is anyone there?
Leave us alone, you thugs. Go away. Go away. We have no money for you.
No, wait, please, we're not bandits. We want to help the village. Please listen. Remain inside, everyone. I'll go see what's happening. Not bandits, huh? So who are you? My name is Lynn. My colleagues and I are just traveling through here. We saw some bandits about. We're going to deal with them, but we need you to go and warn the villagers. Hey, wait! The name's Will. I'm a traveler of sorts, too. Listen, these villagers have been kind to me. Mind if I fight with you? Not at all. We need all the help we can get. Welcome aboard, Will. By visiting a village, we gain a new companion. Will is an archer. He uses a bow to fight. Bows can be fired at foes more than one space away. Obstacles won't affect your line of fire. Attacking enemies without moving next to them is called indirect combat. If the enemy has no weapons capable of indirect combat, there's no fear of counterattack, and that's to our benefit. They also have to have the item equipped when attacking. So, even doubly so. However, you cannot fire on adjacent spaces. If someone moves next to you and attacks, that's it. Units with bows are best suited to lend assistance from the rear. Let's try some indirect combat, shall we? Select Will. And I gotta be honest, archers throughout most of the series are kind of, to use a pun, hit or miss. There are some archers which are just grand. For instance, George from FE1 is a fantastic example of an archer, but that's because he's a sniper. He came pre-promoted, and that made a world of difference. He was actually my best tank during that playthrough. However, for every George, there's a caster, which caster was just abysmal, even if you did try to raise him. Gordon, the starting archer you got, he was pretty good. If you got him to sniper, he even outdid George in a lot of ways. However, most archers throughout FE history are caster. Will is not one of them, thankfully. He's actually more on line with Gordon. You raise him well, he does good. And if you're wondering how I know all this, well, just like you, I watched a few Let's Plays before this. I've seen people play. I might not know the game past Chapter 13 right now, as of recording this, but I know what units can possibly do. I am a big fan of these games. Essentially, I have a history with this title specifically. Back when I was in college, a friend of mine had Advance Wars for the Game Boy Advance, as well as this game. I was interested in the games, but he said to start with Advance Wars, which I'm not a big fan. Later on, I saw it during the 3DS era Awakening, and I did like what I saw with that, so I bought my own copy, and boy, was I kicking my own bum for even listening to him after that. But back to the story. Hey, it's me, Will, remember? Why don't you issue me a command? I'd love to help. Next is Florina, Pegasus Knight. As you might guess, Pegasus Knights have the ability to fly. they can move over almost any terrain type. This small wall would stop most units, but it poses no problem for a Pegasus Knight. Select Florina. Which, why can't we Unga Bunga the fencing? I don't know.
I am ready to fight. I'll follow your orders.
Which, me and Pegasus Knights, we don't mix. Of all the games I played, I've yet to have one single decent Pegasus Knight. I try to use them, I really do, but it never ends well. Which is why I'm hoping the best for Florina in this playthrough. Because she was doing some major work in the recording. Knowing your units and their abilities and knowing how to use them in battle is a shortcut to victory. To learn everything about a unit, place a cursor on that unit and press the R button. And if you're wondering why I'm putting so much emphasis on the R button, well, let's just say there's a house later on that drills it into your head for 30 seconds. I found it almost... No, I did find it insulting how much they had to tell you about it, when they've done it so much beforehand. Now, if it holds true, this one should be able to... Yes. This was actually imperative because when I was playing for the other person, well, let's just say I didn't get the right level up for Kent and misaligned. The archer came down too early and blocked off the bush. Instead, I can actually just slot Sane right here, which the archer cannot reach, allowing me to get the bush.
Lynn, what should I do? There's an archer!
What? Where? Oh, that's Will. Sup? You're one of Lynn's friends? What? What is it? Are you unwell? I'm sorry, Will. Her name is Florina. She's timid around men, and you've got a bow. Oh, I see. You must be a Pegasus Knight. I apologize for frightening you, but I do understand your fear of bows.
I'm sorry. Even looking at a bow frightens me ever so much.
Of course, I understand. But you should really only fear the enemy's archers, not your own. And... Yes, of course. You were about to say something, Will? Well, yeah, there's also the Berserk Staff. What's a Berserk Staff? You'll find out. As will the rest of you. Units that fly, like Pegasus Knights, are very vulnerable to bow attacks. Arrows will deal critical damage to them, and I hate this use of critical because there's already a critical marker and critical damage in the game. Instead, what they're saying is they have bonus damage against the flying units, as Armor Slayers and Hammers have bonus damage against armored units. And a crit bonus is nothing to scoff. If the enemy has bow-wielding units, moves, be extremely cautious. I'm getting message all over the place, hang on. So sorry about the blibs and the beeps.
You came to help the village? That's good. With so many bandits, I wasn't sure what to do. It's not much, but please, take this money. There's an armory to the southeast of us. Equip yourself as you see fit and help us, please.
Ah yes, currency. Weapons have the strength to be used only a limited number of times. As you fight, their endurance drops. At 0, the weapon breaks and disappears from your inventory. Check your weapon endurance by placing the cursor on the unit and pressing the R button. You can also check on the item screen. The number next to the weapon is its endurance. Be careful, without a weapon, a unit cannot enter combat. Not true. If the enemy attacks them, they are entering combat. And you still gain... No, actually, in this game, you don't gain experience. And... let's see... we'll back her off for now. I don't want to draw anyone up there. And we'll park... Sane in the bush. And we'll place Ken right there until that area is cleared. And start moving our drone. Okay. Now, I'm going to be putting Florina back up here to move away the swordsman. use Will to snipe this guy over the wall, because why not? And yeah, like I said, Sane and Kent here are going to have a smorgasbord of enemies just to chow down on. Whichever one was lacking is going to be covered up here. And then pass the turn. Ooh, very nice. What, no 3% crit? 2%. And that's the most beautiful sound you'll hear all game when it's against you, is that nice little tink. Move forward, put the... can he get up there? Yeah. Let's see if he doubles. He does. Alright, and that sets him up for this other swordsman here. Meanwhile, I'll have Sane run down here to buy goodies. Let me check his inventory real quick. Okay. I'm going to have him buy 2 new swords. One for each of the Cavaliers, because they're using them up a lot. But after the tutorial, you won't see as many axe users. Yeah, you won't see as many axe users. It'll be mostly knights and such instead. So enjoy those swords while you can. Rain's getting some good experience. How about we feed Will the kill? Trade between the two. Oh yeah, he did have 2 of those. He doesn't have a gun. Will, so I'll end up probably getting Will. Then I'm going to start going down to get her a regular Iron Lance. She doesn't need it right now, but when she gets enough levels, having a new lance would be very nice. There we go. Okay. Alright, we do 16 to his 12, so we'll just let him sit through. $22 damage. Nah. Oh yeah, I didn't get the chance to show off the Manicotti, so here it is. Well, first, here's the Iron Sword. And here's the Manicotti. Yeah.
Draw your swords! We're not listening to any of your stinking apologies.
Alright, this time Will does not kill, so I can weaken him up. But yeah, normally you can just kill with any of these because they'll be very nice. However, I usually like to give the kill to Florina because it's more, shall we say, situational. It fits.
Excuse me?
Huh? It's you! So, you changed your mind about coming with us, eh?
Well, no. But this really is my fault. Really, so can we?
What? Come on, Outlast with it!
I don't think that was proper English. I'm sorry. Can we just stop fighting now?
You gotta be kidding! After I've been made to look like a fool? No way! You're coming with us, I promise you that.
I forgot about her health. This might not end well.
Now, if you don't want to get hurt, give yourself up.
Oh, thank goodness.
You'll live to regret this. My brothers, the Ganelon bandits will not let this stay.
Very nice. That's finally taken care of. Florina, why did you follow me? It's so dangerous.
Do you remember the knighting ceremony in the Pegasus Knights? Avilia?
Yes, you joined a band of freelance soldiers to further your training. Is that what brought you here, Florina?
Uh-huh. I wanted to talk to you before I set out. But when I went to Sakai, I heard that you had left with some strangers and...
You were worried for me. Thank you, but I'm more worried about you.
Me?
Listen, most mercenaries are men, right? Bands of men? I can't imagine you being at all comfortable around them.
I know. It's just, I always dreamt of being a Pegasus Knight. I imagine I would just work it out, somehow. After today, I'm not so sure. Maybe I should just give up.
Florina, don't cry. Yes, there's no reason to give up your dream. Lovely, Florina, I had the most brilliant idea. Sane? You should come with us. With the addition of Will here, we're a fine group of soldiers, and freelance to boot. Wait, did you just include me? Of course! We were destined to meet here. It's fate. Come now, Lindis's band of mercenaries is as good a training group as you will find anywhere. Sane, this is no joking matter.
Lindis? Lynn? Mercenaries?
I can give you details later. This is all a bit rushed. However, Sane is right. Will you come with us, Florina?
Travel with you, Lynn? Truly? I would be so happy.
Fantastic! Beauteous Florina, I am Knight of Kalen. My name is Sane.
Stay back, don't get so close.
Ha ha! Beautiful and yet so modest. I beg your forgiveness, calling us mercenaries. No, I approve. We can't leave Florina on her own. She requires special attention, though. Can I count on you? Yes, you have but to ask. So, is it really alright if I travel with you? Oh yes, of course, if you're willing, Will. Actually, I'm very grateful. Truth be told, all of my money was stolen and I'm at a bit of a crossroads. I would be honored to count myself one of Lindis's Legion. Lindis's Legion. This is getting stranger with every day, boy. And that ends Chapter 3. Again. Alright, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Hopefully without having to do it twice. So, have a good one.